On a lonely stretch of land known as Harper's Farm, something sinister was brewing beneath the October moon. The Harpers, who'd worked the land for generations, were no strangers to the challenges of rural life. But lately, the air had grown thick with an unspoken dread. Livestock were vanishing from farms, leaving the small community whispering about a pack of wolves that had never been seen but felt ever present. One crisp evening, as the family settled in, a sudden desperate cry shattered the quiet. It came from the barn, where their animals sheltered. Mr. Harper, a man built from the same sturdy stock as his ancestors, grabbed his rifle and burst through the door. His heart pounded in his chest as he witnessed an unbelievable sight. Massive wolves, their sizes defying nature, circled menacingly. Without hesitation, he fired a shot into the air, hoping to scare them away. But instead of fleeing, these creatures did something unimaginable. They rose, standing tall on two hind legs, their eyes burning with an intelligent and fearsome glow. The family rushed inside, bolting doors and shuttering windows. The night erupted into a cacophony of eerie howls and relentless thumping against the walls of their home. They huddled together, fear wrapping around them like a thick blanket. Through a crack in the curtains, they saw it, a colossal wolf, its eyes amber and wild, smiling a ghastly smile. It licked the window with a large, grotesque tongue, as if tasting their terror. As the hours passed, the thumping grew more insistent, more desperate. Suddenly, the sound of scratching metal pierced the night. Mr. Harper crept to a small, reinforced window and peered out to see his old truck under assault, the moonlight revealing deep, jagged scratches being etched into the side as one of the creatures tried to claw its way into the perceived refuge. The metal groaned under the creature's strength, a testament to the ferocity and determination of their assailants. The most harrowing moment came when they heard a distinct, metallic clicking sound, the sound of the front door handle being tested. The family held their breath, praying the locks would hold. The handle shook violently under the force of the beast's attempt to enter, a chilling reminder of their intelligence and intent. The Harpers clung to each other, whispering words of comfort as the creatures continued their assault, determined to find a way in. When dawn finally broke, it revealed the aftermath of a night of terror. The house bore the scars of the siege, deep gashes in the wood, a front door that had nearly given way, and the old truck, once a reliable tool for the farm, now marred with huge, brutal scratch marks. The family emerged, bodies whole but spirits fractured. They knew life would never be the same. Every shadow could hide a nightmare. Every nightfall could bring their return. The Harpers continued their lives, forever glancing over shoulders and jumping at the slightest sounds. The pack had retreated, but the echo of their howls lingered, a haunting melody of the unknown, reminding the family that peace was merely a fleeting dream in the presence of such lurking horrors. The creatures of the night had marked Harper's farm, and the fear of their return hung heavily in the air, an unspoken but ever-present specter in the once tranquil farmstead. Knowing the worst was yet to come, Mr. Harper sent his family to safety and called upon his 4 brothers, hardened men, ready to defend their ancestral land. They arrived with the setting sun, armed and resolute. As darkness fell, the distant howls announced the return of the pack. The brothers took positions, their guns ready as the silhouettes of the dogmen appeared on the horizon. With a fierce charge, the creatures descended upon the farm. The night air was filled with the roar of gunfire and the pained howls of the beasts, yet they continued their relentless assault. Forced back into the house, the Harpers fought desperately to keep the creatures at bay. The dogmen's ferocity knew no bounds. They threw themselves against the house, scratching and clawing. In a desperate act, Mr. Harper shot through the window, striking one of the beasts. An enraged howl followed, and the attack intensified. Suddenly, a window shattered upstairs. One of the dogmen had breached their defenses. Mr. Harper confronted the beast, his gun echoing through the house as he fired. The creature screamed in agony and retreated into the night. But the reprieve was brief. Downstairs, the largest of the dogmen had grabbed one of his brothers, attempting to drag him away. With no time for caution, Mr. Harper grabbed his son's baseball bat, striking the creature and freeing his brother. The other brothers joined in, their gunfire driving the dogmen back. As dawn broke, the Harper family stood amongst the wreckage of their home, battered but unbroken. They had defended their land, but at what cost? The night's events were a grim reminder of the horror lurking just beyond the safety of their walls. The dogmen might return, their howls a constant threat in the night. But the Harpers knew one thing for certain: they would stand together, ready to protect their home, come what may. The fear of the next assault lingered, but so did their resolve, a testament to their courage and determination to withstand the darkness.